Welcome to the Pod Couple. I'm your man's Uncle Freezy. I'm here with Sergeant Knicks, a.k.a. G-Man for life. Hey, Cornerstone Kev, soon come. Hey, G-Man, how you doing today?
Hey, brother, every day above ground is a great day. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Anytime I get to talk to my fellow Nicavalians, then and I just look, I'm a coin that phrase right there. My Nicavalians, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is a good time. This is always a good time. Hey, salute. Thank everybody for tuning in, and thank all you that's gonna watch after the show is over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button to support your peoples. Hey, here's Cornerstone Kev right now. He backstage. I don't know if he's ready or not, but he back. Kev, you ready? You ready? Kev, you ready? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Cornerstone Kev.
Hey everybody, I'm still having some technical difficulties. I don't know, the link that you sent to my email, it's not working for some reason. So that's the reason why I'm on this one for for my cell and everything. I don't know why.
Did you? Okay.
Lord.
I know. I'm batting zero. I've been batting zero for 2 straight weeks now.
Yeah,
everything.
It's becoming. Look, if it's one time, that's the accident, right? If it's 2 times, then there may be something there. 3 times, that's a trend, Kev. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, his mouse is not working. His mouth.
It's my mouth. It's the link that's here. That's what it is.
Change the batteries. Change the batteries in the mouse.
Yeah, man. He said that. So Kev said the link that he clicked on to jump on here didn't work on the other one. It's the same.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I'm gonna try and do something so I can, so I can get this and send it over.
We're gonna have to do a dry run before the thing goes by to make sure that we good.
I totally agree with y'all, man. I totally agree. How's everybody doing today?
It's all good, my brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see y'all too, man. It's good to see y'all too.
Hey, Kev.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. Now I'm not bringing nobody else on, right?
No,
I'm not bringing nobody else on, but I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. Just click on the edge of desktop.
Yeah, that would be great. So yeah, give me a couple of minutes so that I can bring that up, and then we can go from there. That would be fabulous. That would be great.
Yeah, just let me know when you got the desktop pulled up, and I'll put the link in there.
Okay, go right ahead. You can do it right now.
Okay, you ready?
3, 2, 1, go right ahead. Okay.
All right. So,
oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Okay, here we go. Okay, that's much better. Okay, I should be on there in about a few minutes. So I'm gonna click off of this right here and do it that way.
Okay.
So what Kev, for those in the audience, what you didn't pick up on, what Kev just told you is he's technologically challenged right now. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm gonna get with it, and we gonna get this thing right. That we can all show up at the same time. Okay. Because I'm telling you right now, there goes my guy right now.
All right, now I feel much better now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere for his mouse.
Oh my goodness. I think it's the link, man. I really think it's the link.
Bro,
thanks, Uncle Freezy, so much for straightening me out and everything, because I know my counterpart didn't straighten me out. You straightened me out. You're the wizard. You are the wizard.
Listen, man, he keeps saying it's the link. He just clicked on it and showed up.
I don't understand what it is. I do not know what it is.
So Freezy, is this the same link that you sent to me like 30 minutes before the show?
Yeah,
and then I was able to get on. We were able to have a whole.
I don't know. I do not know. I should have took a screenshot to show you what it is that it was. So, but I'm here. That's it. The party, the mothership is here.
Well, the mothership is late, but okay.
As usual. As usual.
I'm glad I was not depending on you to save me from certain death, because I'd be laying in the ditch somewhere right about now. You know,
You'd be underneath. Oh, you'd be underneath the barbed wire. That's what it would be. You'd be underneath the barbed wire.
No
That's
doubt.
what it is. Absolutely.
No doubt. No
So
doubt.
what's up, chat? Salute to the chat. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Yeah, it is tonight. So he would be G-Man for life. My name is Cornerstone Kev, and we are the pod couple. But by the time
Kev, you're right. I just did it, and it did the same thing to me.
See? You see, right? So chat, you see? Someone owes me a human apology.
I'm not going
Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
I need my counterpart. I need my counterpart to apologize.
I am not, nope, not never
Yep.
going to apologize for that.
Hey, even Donald Trump couldn't believe in the election. So there you go.
All right, guys. I'm gonna move out of the way, okay?
Thank you, Uncle Freeze. Thank you so much. As I said, that's Sergeant G-Man for life. I am Kevin McLeod, a.k.a. Cornerstone Kev, a.k.a. Star Child. In case that's right. In case none of the youngsters know, he is from Parliament Funkadelic, the Mothership Connection. So there we go. All right. So how you doing, bro?
Hey, man, look, like I told Freezy, any day, all day, above ground is a great day. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
When we get to enjoy this time with our fellow Knicks fans, that's what it's all about, brother. You know,
that's what it's all
about. The team that we love.
That's right. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And I as much as we debate, argue, even insult, we do insult. We do. It's no denying our love for our New York Knicks team. That's one thing that it is. We love our Knicks team, and we just want them to win a championship before we're in the old folks' home.
Pushing up daisies.
Yeah, pushing up. Absolutely.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about. And just to give the our chat and our viewers a little bit of a rundown, we're going to talk all about the Sexton's trade scenarios. We're going to talk about our boy Luca Valdoza, what he did in the FIBA games. We're going to talk about two of our prospects that the Knicks are looking at. We'll save that, from when we'll give the names out when we talk about it.
Right.
And we're going to talk along with Sexton. We're going to talk about the officiate between Sexton and the other point guards that the Knicks and Knicks fans are looking at. And then we'll talk about the NBA Finals, which was an incredible game last night. I think it was probably one of the most competitive games we had in these four games right here. I know we'll get into depth with that. And then the last few minutes, we'll save that as a little bit of a discussion. So right now, first thing I want to do is we want to recognize, because G-Man and I were talking about this today. We want to recognize that the NBA 2K, the cover came out, and I want to thank my man Delano
Steele.
Delano Steele. Yeah. I can't. How can we forget DSJ?
How could you forget? I didn't forget.
Yeah, exactly. We can't.
Who is really the old man here, Kev? Because you showing signs of dementia right now, brother. I'm just saying, I'm beginning to worry about you a little bit.
Still have an hour and 10 minutes left, so it is still a little bit young. So by the end of that, I will tell you who it is.
Okay.
But my partner, Mr. DSJ, gave me some great information about the NBA 2K game that's for PlayStation and Xbox. Turns out that Candace Parker, who plays for the Sparks, right? Is that who she plays for?
She plays for Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. She becomes the first female player to grace the cover of the NBA 2K. So we want to give her, superior props for that, because she's, like I said, the first female to do that. And also on the cover is Luka Doncic, and then they have the legends on there as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dirk Nowitzki, and well, he will be a legend soon, Kevin Durant. He's just not a legend now. He's just, I mean, he is playing for the Olympics right now, and when he's on the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm sure you could attest to this, that we want nothing but bad timings for the Brooklyn Nets. Would you say that?
I would.
Are you changing flags?
No.
Okay.
First of all, that's an insult. So that's number one.
Okay.
If you cut me right now, I'm gonna bleed orange and blue. I don't know how that works out, but
yeah, I don't know how it works out either. Yeah,
comes out that side. I don't know. But that's
okay. All right. So it's not black. It's not black.
It's not black. It's not black. It's not gonna come out black. It's gonna come out orange and blue. So for all you scientific people out there that know the colors that you get when you combine orange and blue, that's not what's gonna happen.
That's right. Okay. All right. Good.
It's pure.
Good. Okay. All right.
Just in line with what you just said, definitely shout out to Candace Parker for that magnificent achievement. But more so, I wanted to salute those folks that's out there in mass media land for acknowledging the fact that she's deserving of being on that cover. You know what I'm saying? Candace Parker reminds me a lot of when Lisa Leslie first came out back in the day.
Yeah,
she was groundbreaking in a lot of the things.
Absolutely,
a lot of things that she did.
Absolutely. You have her. You had Cheryl Swoops. You had who was the I'll say the MVP of that Houston Comets team that won like 2 straight, that beat us, that beat our Liberty. I forget her name. Yeah, I forget her name. If anybody in the chat remembers who she is, that would be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, salute to Candace. I think she was married to one of her ex-Knicks as well too.
Candace
got divorced. Yes, yeah, she got divorced from him, but
Cynthia
Cooper. Yeah, that's
Thank you, Freezy.
Thank you, Freeze.
Thank you for saving Cam, Freezy.
Oh, she saved me. Well, he had to save you too, because you didn't know either.
I didn't know either.
So what are you saying?
Because you asked a question. I'm not going to ask a question I don't know the answer to.
Oh, are you scared?
No, I'm never scared.
Oh, okay.
Never scared. Don't make me get in my mystical voice. Don't
listen. You weren't a Marine. You were an Army. You were a Marine. All right. You mean you were your Army. You weren't a Marine. A Marine isn't afraid of nothing.
Boy, I tell you.
Okay. Shout out to Kent Gurrier. It was Sheldon Williams. Remember, he was with us for just for a hot minute. Yeah. So, and they got divorced too, but that's neither here or there and everything. So shout out to Candace. All right, so let's get into it. A lot of talk about Colin Sexton. Yeah. Everybody is ready to trade, and I know we'll get into this. Ready to trade our young pieces for for this guy. I think I have his. I don't have his full stats here, but and again, shout out to Delano Steele Jr. for giving me this. He's averaged. He averaged 47% field goal range, and averaged 37% from 3-point range, and he only averages 4 assists. Now, when you look at all the point guards that we're looking at for this upcoming season that we want on a roster that we're dreaming of, we're dreaming of. Well, let me ask you this. When you think of a point guard, what do you want your point guard to do?
I want my point guard to be a floor general. I want my point guard to be able to bring the ball up the floor, set the offense up, and then execute said offense, right? And then when it's necessary, he can create his own shot. That is my quintessential point guard. So I'm not looking for a shooting guard and then try to label him as a point guard. That's not my guy. The guy I'm looking for that's the dude that brings everybody together. He's the quarterback on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He brings everybody together. He orchestrates the offense that the coach has put, the game plan the coach has put in play, and he makes sure that everyone is where they're supposed to be. And if you're not where you're supposed to be, he calls you out on it. And they have to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that his personality has to be bigger than everybody else's, but everyone has to agree to work together as a unit. But what you must do, you have to execute the offense every practice. You got to do that.
And with everything that you just said, I'm going to name the person that's on our team that's doing that, but I'll save that. I will save that. But and how many assists do you want your point guard to average?
So I'm going to be consistent, right? Because I was on the Nick at Night podcast last night, and I said 10. I said 10. Now, for me, 10 is acceptable. For most, 10 may be a little overarching or overreaching, right? I don't know. But I would tell you this. If you are, let me ask you this. I'm going to answer a question with a question. Why
are you doing that? Why can't you just go off your thought?
No, but because I want to see you sweat, Kev. That's why.
Oh, I don't sweat now. I don't sweat. I don't sweat. The only time I sweat, two things. Either I'm working out or I'm cutting the lawn.
You don't work out. You could probably say that, cutting the lawn is a workout, but you don't. Stop playing, Kev. Stop playing.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while.
Man. It's been a while. But listen, when you have pieces around you that can score the basketball, that's gonna up your assist average, right? Because once you give them the ball, they're gonna make the basket. Those people that we have habitually passed the ball to may not be the person that can score the basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it comes down to that. So assists to me are, I would like to see a stat that talks about attempted assists. You know what I'm saying? When I pass you the ball, don't tell me I can't get an assist because you can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the ball, you just can't shoot.
Right. So, exactly. And on rare occasions, do you want your point guard? I mean, it doesn't matter sometimes when your point guard is like maybe the high scorer for your team. I mean, you look at Trae Young, for example. Now we know he can get his shot off, whenever because he is that special. But his other specialty is getting everyone involved.
Right.
And we saw that firsthand, against, I mean, we saw it firsthand during the season as well against us, but it really reared its head in the playoffs and everything. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Hadouken. Hadouken said, "I'm working out right now."
Good one, Hadouken. That's my man. Hey, Hadouken, we had a discussion earlier today. We wanted to know what your age was. All right, so you can tell us that. So you can tell us that. But yeah, so there's rare occasions it's okay if your point guard is the leading scorer, but your point guard's mainly job is to get everybody involved. Yeah. So with that being said, you want him to have more assists than you do points.
Well, no.
Okay.
I want him to have a nominal amount of assists versus points. So the point guard, he has a couple of different jobs, right? When I say floor general, this is what I mean. I mean that when you come down, you need to set up the offense and get everybody else involved, right? If those personnel that you get involved are not producing the way that they need to produce, then you have the ability then to take over the game and you just go like a missile launcher. So then you're scoring the basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Correct.
Playmakers.
Playmakers. That's the word. Playmaker. Thank you, Kent. Yeah.
Kent the Haitian, my man. My mellow. Thank you, brother.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you.
Here we go.
How do you?
Don't make me get my bat, Jeff. You want me? Hold on. You gonna make me get my bat?
You ain't got to get your bat. You don't have to do that. You probably can't find it anyway. It's upstairs in the attic. Do you have an attic? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone watched the Munsters years ago, the old Munsters, he's got the bat. He was really tending to his dragon spot. That's what he has in the. I was telling everyone that if everyone watched the Munsters, you were actually going to tend to spot the dragon. That's what you were actually going to do. So
listen, let me tell you something about this thing I got in my hand right now.
What do you have? What that's special? Okay.
It's special.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because I actually went to the factory in Louisville, Kentucky. That specifically made for me. This is a custom bag.
All right. You sure you didn't get that years ago from Red Fox, aka Fred Sanford, when he was going to hit Esther? You sure about that?
Right there? You see that right there?
I see it.
So,
yes, that looks good.
This is what we do. But I'm gonna hold on to my back. I'm gonna hold on to my back, Kev, so you know it's get out of hand.
That's it.
I got a good batting average.
I see. It's debatable, but I'll take your word for it. It's debatable. It's debatable. What deficiency? No, that's not the word. What's different? All right. Can we call Allen Iverson a point guard?
Absolutely. Okay. If you did, I would have to check your sanity.
But he was more of a scoring point guard than anything, correct?
So Allen Iverson was a playmaker. To Kent the Haitian's point, he was a playmaker that played the point guard position. So when he did not have a shot, he was able to get others involved. And the fact that he was a playmaker drew people. He drew the contact, right? He drew people out of their environment, and which allows them to be able to free up other personnel that's on the floor. So just like say a Julius Randle, right? Yeah. And when Julius Randle knows that he's going to draw that double team, what he needs is that outlet, because I know I'm going to dominate the court.
Right.
And people are going to come to me and be like, okay, we need to double team him to keep him from doing what he's going to do. So I got Cornerstone over here in the corner, ready for the three, the spot up three. So once your man drops down to cover me, I'm going to kick the ball out to you, which you're wide open. I just need you to make the shot at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's something Alfred Payton couldn't do, but that's another story. Anyway.
I promise I was not going to talk about that man today. I promise.
I know.
But you're right.
His name has been banned from many podcasts. From many podcasts, no one mentions his name. His name and David Fizdale as a coach. So there you go.
Everything. You're right.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly. Okay. So I guess what I'm getting at is you take a guy like Sexton, and I gave you his assists. He barely averages 4 assists a game. Now I'm going to name you the guys that Knicks fans and Knicks management are looking at as a point guard, and you tell me the difference from the guys I named to Sexton right here. Okay, so you have Dame Lillard, who averages 7 assists.
Okay,
you got Lonzo Ball, who averages 6 assists.
Right.
You have Malcolm Brogdon, who averages 6 assists.
Mm-hmm.
You have Kyle Lowry, who averages 7 assists.
Okay.
And these are all numbers from the year that just passed.
This past season. Okay, I got it.
You have Schroeder, who I know a lot of people in the chat probably don't want to hear his name and everything, but he has been linked. Let's be real, he has been linked. You have Schroeder, who averaged 5 assists, but then again, LeBron was with him, so that's another thing. And then in one of his stints with Atlanta, one year he averaged 6 assists.
Okay.
So the names that I just read compared to Sexton, what's the difference?
So I think there's 2 phases here. Okay. So we're talking about who does Sexton have to pass the ball to make sure that they complete the assist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So we got to look at who he surrounded himself with. At the same time, all those things that all those personnel that you just named, those guys have significant pieces around them that if I'm passing you the ball, I know you can score the basket, right?
Right.
But at the same time, don't get it twisted.
Right.
How often does Sexton actually pass the ball? That's the question we need to be asking.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Is Sexton's game plan to get his teammates involved, or is he a shoot first type guy? You know, when I come down court and I shake my guy, you know what I'm saying, and I'm open, so I'm just gonna shoot. So
yeah, and for me, go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
I was just gonna say, just take a look at shot attempts made versus points scored. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And the reason why I'm with you with this of why I would not want Sexton on our team is just that I don't believe he'll get everyone involved the way that we think that a point guard should be doing, getting them all involved. Because I tell you right now, I would not be able to take another point guard that comes down, sees RJ or whoever, down low, and don't pass to him.
Yeah.
That will drive me crazy. That would drive me crazy. So with the guys that I just named, they'll get they will get RJ and whoever else, the open man the ball.
Right.
I don't know if Sexton will do that.
I agree. I'm gonna take a brief pause and an intermission real quick. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I see 58 people in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's only 30 likes.
Let's get those likes up.
If you like and if you like the content and what we got going on right now, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm telling you right now, we all about this Knick content. So like and subscribe. What we got going on for sure. Now,
because if you do that real quick, then that means that we're doing, a good job and we're doing our job actually. So we thank you for that.
This is the crazy part for me, Kev. Why on God's green earth would you come into a platform and then do a dislike? Why are you here? If you don't like what you're seeing, leave.
Was it really? Someone disliked it?
Yeah,
really?
We got one. I'm looking at it. We got one. I don't know who it is, but this is a free country, and you are well within your rights to dislike whatever we got going on. But you know what?
Well, you know what? I think that there are probably 3 people that were probably I'll give it one. I'll give it one.
Oh, we got 2 dislikes now.
2 dislikes now. That's probably
that's funny. To me, that's funny.
Well, hey, put it this way: we know it's not Josh, aka Uncle Fulio. Thanks so much for coming, man. I appreciate it and everything. And we know it's probably not Mama Said either. Let's shout out some people in here anyway. Let's shout out some people. We got our man Cully in the chat right here. We got our man New Yorker in the chat. We got Black Mamba. Our boy Haduka Sharon, and I know I saw my man Jay Boogie in the chat. Thanks so much, man. That's he's the closer. We got Pudge Nice in the chat, and who else we got? We got
my man. Look, cuts Knicks, and Knicks cuts clicks and Knicks. That's right there.
That's your dude right there. Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming, guys, and yeah. Keep those likes coming. This is what we do. If people were asking for us, we are here. So we thank you so much for coming on. So that's the reason why I'm not for Sexton. He doesn't space the floor. I mean, there's no no real floor, spacing for anyone to really operate. And he may drive and everything, but again, when you have somebody ball dominant like that, added to a roster that has Julius Randle, Julius Randle ain't gonna go for it. He's not going.
And so you bring up an interesting point right now, right? So I am of the belief that whatever moves that the Knicks want to make, you have to have a conversation with Julius Randle to make sure he's going to be okay with the role that he is thereby going to be thrust into. You know what I'm saying? Because the role that he played last year, if you have a floor general, will not be the same. It's just not, right?
It's not. So
but he has to be okay with that.
Right. And I think the point guard that does come in will get him involved greatly. And he'll probably get the ball better in better position than him having to bring it up and then having to set up everything and then get it, on the block or, or whatever. Instead of him having to orchestrate, he'll be comfortable to get it wherever, the point guard or, will get it to him.
Yeah, and not only that's a very good point. And I will also accentuate that point by saying that when Julius Randle doesn't have to be that ball dominant guy,
right?
That helps his stamina, right? So he's not working as hard. So if you're not working as hard, your legs are a little bit fresher. So you are able to make those 3-point shots or drive to the basket or whatever it is that you're doing on a better clip.
Yes.
Than when you are expending all this energy just to get the ball across half court, because as soon as you cross half court, everybody's collapsing on you.
Everybody's collapsing on you. I mean, and let's be real. In the playoffs, it looked like they were gassed. It really did. A lot of them looked like they were gassed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it on that, on why we think that we wouldn't go from what management might go for him. Unfortunately, is maybe because of the price that he's
asking for, or what you think he deserves. So let me ask you this, Kev. And I said this on the Nick at Night podcast last night.
Right.
When have we ever seen the front office let us know in advance who we were looking to bring in?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
So
we didn't even know about Derrick Rose.
Exactly. So
we have to hear it from Mark Stein first, or Adrian Wojnarowski.
That is my point. That is my point, because the media gets Knicks fans all hyped about. All they gotta do is throw out this name. So I promise you right now, if you turn your TV on, if you turn ESPN or Fox Sports on, and they said the Knicks have interest in Steph Curry coming to the Knicks, oh my God, then everybody's gonna blow up. Then they're trying to figure out who we're gonna trade. They're trying to figure out what kind of contract he wants, and all. Stop playing with me right now, ladies.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Let me recognize the super chat right here.
Go ahead.
King Gary sends us a super chat. I apologize if I butchered the name. I'm really sorry. He says,
"That's Kent the Haitian, brother."
Kent the Haitian. Okay. Well, I don't know if he wants to be called that. Does he want to be called that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kent, if you don't want to be called that, you let me know, and I will make sure I don't call you that. All right. I don't want it to be like, remember hey, you saw Avengers Infinity War, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
When they got to Wakanda, and Bruce Banner's like, should we bow? And he's going, yeah. And yeah, exactly. He's bowing. I mean, no, Dr. Banner asked Rhodes, he's like, should we bow? He's like, yeah, he's a king. And then as soon as they get off the ship and he bows,
like, we don't do that here.
Yeah, we don't do that here. And she was like, what are you doing? So I don't want a situation like that. So all right, so he Kent the Haitian goes, I have a problem when you vets call you selfish year one. The young players drafted around call you selfish. Year two, then your ex calls you selfish on the way out. That's yeah. You got us. Yes, absolutely. So
what I'm gonna say is, if you read down through the chat, Kent the Haitian said he likes to be called Kent the Haitian. First,
I see it right here, Kent. Okay. I'm gonna call you Kent the Haitian.
My
man.
The second thing I'm proud of is that you were able to get through that super chat. Brother.
Hey, I'm glad I got through without my glasses. So there you go.
My dude.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
So
God.
some of the trade scenarios have your boy Obi involved.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And even a Kevin Knox.
Yep.
And a
couple of
draft picks, first round draft picks.
Yep.
And one scenario when I was on Sim's Nothing But Knicks podcast last night, I forget who it was, me, Steph from the Queens of the Court,
Nathan,
Nate, and Josh was on there, and Anthony Crow, Tony Crow.
Yep.
They were on the, unless I'm wrong, please let me know, guys. They were on the they're all ready to get to put Obi in that trade package. And I think I'm the only one that was like, no, we're too quick. We're too quick to give up on our young players. We're too quick to do that. And I don't like that. I'm against it. Now, if they would have said, well, they have mentioned Kevin Knox. I think he's like probably the only one that I'm willing to part with if we're to get this person, but I'm not ready to give up on 1 year. On 1 year of either OB or IQ.
Yeah, I'm with you. Look.
The only way that I would give them up if I did is, again, if we get like a Dame Lillard or something like that. Because I mean, I'm no fool. You got to give something to get something.
Right.
All right. I'm just not giving up whatever for a Sexton. That's just me.
Hey, I'm with you, and everybody knows my affinity for Obi Toppin. That's my guy. That's my man. 50 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But however, if there's a scenario to where we could bring a superstar in here and an impactful player that's going to make the Knicks better,
yeah,
I'm making a trade.
Yeah, I have to. Right. Yeah, I have to.
But this is what you're not going to do to me, right? What you're not going to do to me is bring me a second or third tier player just because he has stats in a team that's faltering and you're trying to convince me at some point that this is the next best thing for the Knicks. And you're not going to do that to me.
No, not at all.
This dude has been on the team for 1 year, right? And
1 year.
When you look at his trajectory, it takes him a year to get solidified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And now let me throw this at you. Let me throw this at you. The argument was that because he was like the 8th pick, that he was and he's 22, right? 22, 23?
22.
22.
23. I'm sorry.
Okay. And because he's 23,
yep,
that he's supposed to be already ready. It's like that. There was a time where in the NBA draft, it was juniors and seniors that were coming out. And they were that age.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, Kev, and people are not gonna remember this, right? So when I throw this name out here, people are gonna be like, So what I'm gonna need for everybody to do right now, I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds, right? I need everybody to go to your browser, open up another window, open up Google search, right? And then I want you to type these words in: Michael Jordan rookie season. Type that in. So no one on God's green earth thought that Michael Jordan was going to be the person that he turned out to be. Right?
Exactly. Did we know that Kobe was going to be Kobe?
Kobe is another one. So Kobe comes in the game and shoots air balls, and then people are like, why you got this 18-year-old kid on the floor amongst giants and men? Stop playing with me right now. Stop playing. Now, Kobe, right? The Black Mamba with chokehold on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. So,
even the year that our boy Chris Childs two-pieced him, he wasn't he wasn't Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't Kobe.
I'm with you. So the short answer to what you just asked is this for me. If Sexton was that guy that I thought could come in and make this team better, I will be all about it. But it's just something in on the nape of my neck that says he ain't that dude for me. I'm just saying he's not. I know people get enamored with his stats and how many points he scores and all that, but I feel in my heart of hearts that he will be bad for the locker room. That's just my feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because the knock on him was that he's a bad teammate. Now I admit. Now we all said that back in the day that Latrell Sprewell was a bad teammate, and he was nothing but. He was nothing but. So I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt on that about you shouldn't really listen to every thing. But what's the term? If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck.
Yeah, it's a duck. I ain't gonna use the other word, but it's a duck.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's the reason why I have just a lot of concern if he were to be on our team and giving up an Obi for that, because here's the thing, people forget when we had Trevor Ariza, we only had him for a year. We traded him.
Yeah. Now look at him. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me.
How many rings does he have? Does he have one or two? Does he have one? Paper. He's getting paper. He's getting paper. He's always going to have a job.
Yes.
He's always going to have a job.
Look.
All right, and he has a ring.
Don't even get me started going down.
I'm just saying.
You're right, though. You're right.
So for as much as kind-hearted as Obi is, if he were to get traded to somebody, to another team, all he would have is vengeance on us.
Yes. And
all he have vengeance on them.
I don't want that problem. I don't
want that problem either. I barely want that problem with Frank when if and when he gets signs a new deal with somebody else, because that's all I'm going to see.
I'm with you.
That's all I'm going to see.
So Nick. That Nick Ewing. So if you don't know, one of my things is this book right here. You just made my book. I'm just saying, and you know why. If you watch me, you know why. But you just made my book because you got
them receipts out, right?
Oh, boy, look. Kev, you know how I get, brother. You know how I get because I'm telling you what happens. I'm telling you what happens.
People don't know
when people. We get emotionally attached to an instance or something.
What you just said to me earlier today, prisoner of the moment.
There you go.
Prisoner of the moment.
Boy,
prisoner of the moment.
Every once in a while, you have that take, boy. I'm telling you, you on point tonight, Kev. You on fire tonight, like DJ Cool. You on fire tonight.
It's my charm. It's my charm. That's what it is. It's my charm.
I won't go that far.
Yeah, don't do that, right?
I'm not going that far.
No. But we're prisoners of that moment. And the thing about it also is we have to get out of that thinking of we have to have a star. We have to go star chasing all the time. You don't have to. Just build it. Just build. How do you think Phoenix is doing?
Build
so
it,
well.
They'll come.
Build it, they shall come.
It's that simple. It's that simple. But as Knicks fans, this is what we get enamored with, right? Our success, being successful, is our worst enemy because now we've elevated that timeline to allow these guys to be able to develop to be in something substantial. You know what I'm saying? Now people they expect us to say, okay, well, we were the 4th seed this season, so we should elevate from there.
Exactly. I mean, I'm with that. I mean, we can't take a step back. When I mean take a step back, I mean that to me constitutes us not making the playoffs and being back in the lottery. So we can't do that. And we can't do that, G-Man. We can't.
I will ask you this: what's the measuring stick then? Where do we draw the line in the sand?
I mean, if we make the 4th seed again, that's fine. And if we get more wins, that's fine too.
Okay.
But the trajectory has to go up. It can't be plateaued.
So say we don't, but the team gets better foundationally. Are you okay with that?
Woo. Yeah, I would have to be because I've had I won't say mediocrity, but we've had
mediocrity. You're right. That's where we've been.
Yeah, we've had mediocrity and below for so long.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just a shot in the in the arm. This is really a shot in the arm for us to go from the what's so funny?
Hold on. Let me shout out this super chat. And of course, it's gonna be Mama said don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Mama said don't trust you. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Mama says, ain't it about time for y'all to go to the Senior Citizen Center?
Oh my God. Mama said everything comes in a cycle. You'll be in our position too.
Soon enough, my brother.
Soon enough, you will be in our position as well.
But thank you for that.
Thanks so much for the super chat, my brother. Thanks so much for it.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
And Gregory Costello, thanks so much for watching. He says 6 seed is fine. You know what, Gregory? You're absolutely right. Just so that I'm in the playoffs, that's fine. I don't want to for the success that we had. I don't want to play in. I don't want to play in.
I don't think we're doing the play in after this year. I don't think we are.
I think we still are. I think Adam Silver said that. Yes, Adam Silver. I know his name, Adam Silver. I think.
I'm trying to help you out, brother.
I think that he's still going with that. So with that format, which is good because then again that gives teams a fighting, fighting chance to to get back into the playoffs and everything. So and Hadouk, my man does it again. He said Hadouk Sharon says they are keeping it Adam Silver said. So
that's fine. Okay, so we've been on this topic way too long. Way too long.
Yes. So what we agree on is we don't want to see Sexton here, and we definitely don't want to give up OB unless it's for a real
a real pick.
It's a real pick. Yeah. Exactly.
That's not that guy for me.
And the other thing, just real quick, I gotta say is we've been on record saying that we trust this management. So wherever the management decides to go, we got to put our trust in that. It's not like it was with Phil Jackson or Steve Mills or even those past regimes and everything.
Agreed.
And like you said, we don't know what they're thinking.
Agreed.
We don't know what they're thinking. So whatever they do, I'm not gonna go off now and say, you know what, I don't trust these guys. I trust them.
Kev, you don't know how this is like vinegar coming out of my mouth right now.
All right, next, yes. All right.
But I agree with you.
All right, real quick. Let's go on Luka. I don't have Luka Vildoza's full numbers, but he did play against the USA and did pretty well in the third quarter. I'm telling you right now, if Knicks fans have got to be excited, for this kid. If it turns out that he's our like I said, if we don't get those point guards that we named earlier, your Brogdons, your Lonzo Balls, your Lowrys, your Dames, if we don't get those guys, I have no problem right now putting Luka in that starting lineup because he looks like he started for. Why are you looking at me like that for, man?
I want to make sure I hear.
He started for his team. He won a championship with his team. He's played with men.
Yep.
He's 25.
Right.
So he's still somewhat young and everything. Mm-hmm. He'll be able to fit in. I see a real confidence boost in this guy. So, what would you say?
So this is that vinegar coming back, right? So I agree. Oh my God, I agree with what you said. Right.
Mhm.
So remember way back when, and Gi torched me on the morning drive when I said this.
Oh, of
Right.
course, of
He,
course. Shout out to GI.
but I'm going to say this: if Luka Doncic, no, I'm sorry, not Luka Doncic, Luka
Yeah, that's the
Batum,
wrong one. You talk
Luka
about me
Batum,
now?
it's
Yeah, you see. There you go. There
but
you go.
I was able to clean it up. See how I cleaned it up real
I
quick?
cleaned mine up too. You ain't
No,
saying
you didn't.
nothing.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You see, it's a stain on your carpet right now that you're gonna have to go get a steam cleaner to get it out. So what I'm gonna tell you right now is this: I think that I'm okay with Luka being a starting point guard because think about what you're comparing him to. What did we have last year? You had Alpha Pig, the dude that we said that we would not talk about, but that's who it was. So I still want a Derrick Rose type personality coming off the bench to be able to educate and mentor that point guard situation, right? So remember what I said when we started the pod, right? A
Mm-hmm.
point guard for me is a floor general. Now, am I saying that Luka is a floor general right now today? No, but he has the potential to be that.
See, where you say he has the potential, I think that he has it already. I think, and we'll see that. We will see that later on in these Olympics, and then also, I hope Hadu could tell me this. I think he's going to summer league as well. I think the Knicks are sending him to summer league as
So
well. And then we'll be able to see that.
this is what I believe. I believe that anybody that's playing in the Olympics right now,
Right?
they're probably going to skip summer league because that's a
You
lot.
think so? You think
Yeah,
so?
that's a lot. That's a lot. And then
What if they get knocked out early? What if Argentina gets knocked out early?
it won't matter. It
Well,
won't matter. That then Luca goes back to doing whatever. Excuse me, whatever his isolated training regimen is.
mhm.
He goes back to doing that. But what we have to think about from this aspect is this is an Olympic basketball team, right? The
Mhm.
USA always sends the best of the best. So you are playing against the best players in the world right now.
Mhm.
That's what you're doing. So
Mhm.
what if I'm doing this right now for however
Right.
many weeks I'm doing it?
Right.
Why do I need to go to summer league to play against scrubs? Let me go spend some time with my family.
Well, the only reason why I say that is because he will have had played in an NBA type competition. I'm not saying that the guys on those rosters or those summer leagues are are
Scrubs,
NBA material, right?
right?
Scrubs, but it's still like an NBA setting. They still have NBA rules, you know, and they still have it's still like an NBA setting. May not be the players, may not be the players, but it's still an NBA setting.
I would say this: if they choose to go and play in summer league,
Yeah,
power to them. You know what I'm saying? But that's only going to help you get more in tune with the.
I just love his game, man. I just love it. I look at him because when the game that I saw against the U.S.
Australia.
Um,
Oh, okay. You say U.S.
yeah,
Okay.
U.S. because they played yesterday. It was
Yeah,
yesterday.
I didn't
Yeah,
watch that
okay,
game. I didn't watch.
okay, yeah. Um, I saw him in Compazzo, who was playing for the Denver Nuggets. Um, he's like a carbon copy of him. Valdoza is like a carbon copy of Compazzo. And we all know what Compazzo did to us when we went out there
He
to Denver.
torched.
Literally.
So Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia says, honestly, haven't even watched Luca, but I'm not expecting much from him. Okay, so Andy, I would tell you this: watch Luca, watch him,
Yeah, watch him.
and really watch him.
Really watch him.
Take your biases out and
Yeah.
watch what this young man does.
Watch what he does.
He got game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And he's played with men. He hasn't played with college people. He's actually played with men.
Exactly, and that's important, Kev. I'm glad you brought that point up.
He's
Because
played with men.
we talk about while I'm holding my bat, you know what I'm saying? while we're talking about,
You're holding your bat, you're acting like you're going to reach across the screen and hit me with it. I mean, what do you?
No. This is my safety net right here. I like my
Your
back.
safety net.
I like
Your
my
safety
back.
net.
Yeah, you don't know the dynamic of my household, Kev. When household six comes up them stairs back here, then I got to be able to defend myself. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying. But this is what I would tell you, right? When we talk about, look at you guys. Pause. But this is what I would tell you. The difference between a college basketball player and a person coming from the European League, where the European League, you're playing against adults. You know what I'm saying? Collegiate level, you're playing against people your same age. They don't normally have that same volition of executing those plays and not taking it easy on you when you come to the hole or whatever the case may be. They don't care nothing about that.
They don't care
Because
nothing about that.
in the European League, you are jeopardizing my check.
Right.
You are jeopardizing the means for me to feed my family.
Exactly.
So from that aspect, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. G-Man says, if I hear Sexton one more time, I got to
Wait. Who's it? Where is it?
That's Gregory Castillo. For sure.
And our guy DSA, Delano Steele Jr., he made it to the building. Thanks for coming, my brother, and thank you so much for all that information we talked about today. That's the dude.
That's the original Dwayne Wade.
Yes, that's absolutely. Oh, he know it too. That's
that dude.
The only thing he don't have is what's his wife's name?
Gabrielle Union?
Yeah, Gabrielle Union. Yeah, that's the only thing he misses. That's the only thing DSJ's misses, Gabrielle Union. That is it.
Pray for him, ladies and gentlemen. Please pray for him.
Yes, pray for me. Absolutely. So we're gonna I think next week we'll talk about the two prospects that we're working on. So I really want to talk about these NBA finals. Last night's game was totally incredible, and it showed me a little something. I'll ask this to the chat as well. Is CP3 really that dude?
So you want me to answer that, or
yes,
you have a take? Okay. So what I would say is this: CP3 had a bad game last night. He did. Devin Booker scored 40-something points. And when
I'm gonna get to him as well. Yeah, keep going.
When Devin Booker scores that many points, then you would expect for everyone else to rally around him, right? But he didn't have that game. Unfortunately for the Suns, Chris Middleton found his that thing that drives him, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo was not the quintessential piece for the Bucks last night.
He was for a second.
So I would give you this: that the block that he had on Aiden, that was big. That was big time.
That was huge. That was huge because if he
but,
doesn't make that block, it's a tie game.
Right, but I would give you this as well. When you got a Chris Middleton coming down and just scoring however he wants to score, and you can't stop him, that's a problem.
Yeah, I'm starting to love his game, man. Chris Middleton's game. I'm starting to really love his game.
Middleton is that guy. Middleton is that guy that no one saw coming. Well, I won't say that. Let me retract that. I won't say no one saw him coming. I don't think that people underestimate his game, and I salute him for what he did last night.
Yeah, now, go ahead. All right.
This is where we get in trouble. So whatever performance you put on last night, your fans are going to expect for you to be able to reproduce that in the next game. Are you able
on enemy territory?
Exactly. And I think CP3 is going to have something to say about that. Chris Paul had a bad game last night, ladies and gentlemen.
So you think it was, so you're saying that it was uncharacteristic?
Yes. Haven't we watched Chris Paul play ball? When have we seen?
So
Chris
you're
Paul
saying that? So
play
you're
ball?
so J-Man, I'm going to put you on the spot. You're saying that and not really giving Drew Holiday credit on his defense of him.
Listen,
understand. I'm just saying.
Understand what I'm about to tell you, Kev. Understand this. Are you really want me to believe that the reason Chris Paul had a bad game was because of Drew Holiday's defense? Is that
I would.
No,
I would.
absolutely.
Yeah, I would.
No.
What does the chat say? Let me see what the chat says. Chat. Would you say that up to this point? Would you say that Drew Holiday has played great defense on giving CP3 everything he can handle? I just want to see some of these responses in the chat.
No. So
Okay.
what I'm not gonna let you do is put the chat in a bad situation.
They're gonna debate. They're gonna go back and forth.
We need to be more specific, right? So what I'm saying here is, Drew Holiday. Are you telling me right now, Drew Holiday shut Chris Paul down? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
I disagree.
Why?
I disagree. I believe that Chris Paul just had a bad game. His shots weren't falling. The passes weren't where they needed to be. He just had a bad game.
Okay.
That's what it is. Because if Drew Holiday is that guy that you're telling me he is, then he would have exerted himself in the first two games.
Okay, so I'm going to read some comments that from what the chat says. So Big Mike says CP has a bad right shoulder and had bad left wrist, getting worse each game. Okay, so that's one. Drew Holiday's a physical man. He's getting to CP3's skin. So you got one says CP3 just is injured, and another one that says that Drew Holiday is being real physical with them. Who else? Yovis. Is that how I pronounce his name? Yovis?
Yo Elvis. Good Lord, Kevin.
I'm just making sure. Yo Elvis saying not Holiday, just Paul not being aggressive. Okay, we can go with that as well. Jet Life for Life says, yeah, Drew is locking him down. So already have two people. So it's 2-2. Now it's 2-2. Let me see what else.
You see my back?
I see your back. It's probably got tar all over it too. So that's another thing I'm going to say. All right. So ET says, if you've played high level ball, you know when someone guards you 94 feet, it takes most people out of the game. So now it's reverting to Drew being more physical.
No, right? Kev, I'm telling you what.
Okay. And our boy Haduki Sharon says it was both Drew and CP3. Drew and CP3 has gotten the most turnovers he's had. He had in 3 games.
That's a
okay.
Fact. That's a fact.
And all right, here's DSJ. He says Drew Holiday was playing more physical with Chris Paul, and the refs allowed it. There you go. How do you explain the turnovers?
Here we go. Jay Boogie. I can always count on my boy Jay Boogie to come through.
Exactly.
CP3 is in choke protocol right now. Listen, I cannot disagree with that fact, but what I will tell you is this. CP3 understands the situation that he's in. It says, my man Delano says that Sergeant Knicks turned into no, I did not.
Wait, what is
that? I did not. Deacon. So here we go, guys. I believe that what we got going on right now, today, the Suns understand. Booker scored 40-something points last night.
He was on a mission. He was on a mission.
When Booker scores that many points, and if CP3 is in the 25 percentile in his point scoring, they don't.
That was lower than that, right? That was lower than that.
He didn't score 20 points. I think he scored like 18, 19 points.
Right.
So that's when you know he's off his game. Now, whether it's his shoulder giving him problems, or to your point, if you're telling me that my man locked him down, okay, I can't argue one way or another, right?
Right. Right.
But what I will say is this: I will say that don't expect that same performance when they go back to Phoenix, brother. Do not. If you do,
totally
you will set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, I agree. Haduki Sharon wanted me to read his last comment. He said, "Can't use that as an excuse. CP got injured for a few games during the Lakers series, which was like a month ago, and Giannis just legit had his leg backwards. But look at how he's playing. No excuses. He's right. He's right.
I will not sit here and make excuses for CP3.
Yeah.
Injuries are part of basketball, right?
Right.
And how you dig deep and make yourself known to what you need to do for your team is important.
Right.
And I just leave it at that.
Yeah, and somebody said that the only people that showed up last night, at least for Phoenix, was Devin Booker and Cam Johnson. I love Cam Johnson. Oh my God.
Whoever said that, I agree 110%.
Yeah. Cam Johnson is usually you have role players that stand out. He's one of those guys that's really, standing out. He's standing out. You think what's his name came back down to earth a little bit? Campaign.
I think that what's going on with Campaign is this. I think that his role has been shifted. If I can say that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he's been looked at the same way during the regular season that he's been looked at in postseason.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit different for him.
That's a little bit different than everything. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. But but you look at the role players for Milwaukee, it's
only one person.
Who's that?
Middleton.
No.
Guy.
Well, you think he's not a role player?
He's not, but
he's not a role player.
This is the dude that people, as much as people want to talk about Giannis's performance and what he does,
right, it's Middleton. I agree with you, but he's not a role player. He's not a role player. Who's the white guy that they have for unfortunately, I forget his name. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But he's a role player for him. Brook Lopez is a role player for them.
All these players that you mentioned are starters. So are you telling?
But they're still role players. But they're still role players. You can have role players on you. Perfect example. Our starting five. Yeah. Would you call RJ a role player?
Nope.
Would you call Randall a role player?
Nope.
Now, would you call Alfred Payton a role player?
I would call Alfred Payton late for lunch.
No comment. No comment on that. No comment on that. You will not get no argument with me on that. You're not going to be all right. So we'll move right along off that one.
Moving on.
Yeah. Reggie Bullock, would you call him a role player?
I would say yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And between Mitchell Robinson and Lawrence Lowell, would you call them role players, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nerlens, yes. Mitch, no.
You wouldn't call Mitch a role player?
No, I would not.
Really?
I wouldn't. Nerlens, I would, but Mitch, no.
Okay.
I wouldn't because if Mitchell Robinson is in the game, he impacts what we do when we run the offense. If you're an impactful player running the offense, you're not a role player. You are a key entity in what we're doing from an offensive standpoint.
And that's what I'm saying about Middleton. He is not a role player. He is I wouldn't call him he is an all-star. He made the all-star team. So he's one of the stars, of the Bucks.
Yeah. I agree. Mm-hmm. But if you told me 4 weeks ago that Middleton was going to be that guy on this team,
yeah, I wouldn't either.
I'm like,
maybe. So, and I got to give you another thing. Crazy Eyes said that who am I talking about with Crazy Eyes? That's on the Milwaukee Bucks. Who am I talking about?
I have no idea. Who is Crazy Eyes? Who is that?
You're not a real Knicks fan.
Crazy eyes.
I bet everybody in the chat knows it. Hey, chat, when you hear the word crazy eyes, who are you thinking of? Let's see if something. Thank you. City for Real even knows it. Portis, yes. Okay. Yes, that's crazy. You know when he, look like Robin Harris back in the day?
Baby,
that's a good analogy. Like, right?
I'm with you.
Well, BP, on a tweet that I read, said that he wanted to be the reason why he actually left. We're all clamoring for him, like why he leave and all like that, because he wanted to be part of a losing culture. To that you say what?
Wow. So yeah. I would say that's an opinion and that's a snapshot in time. So you could be listen. Everyone that has a job that gets up and goes to work every day, you're always looking for the next best thing, right? And there's a certain time in that environment that there's a breaking point that you're gonna say, hey, listen, I can't take this no more. I don't care what y'all got going on. I can do better elsewhere, right? But we talked about this a little bit before, Cass. You know what I'm saying? Grass ain't always green on the other side of the street.
He just got lucky that he's in the right position right now.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, for anybody that go ahead, keep finish your point.
I'm just saying that when we look at this and this situation, you can't base his success or the ability for him to have success right now on what's natural. And this happens every time someone chooses to leave a team and go someplace else. So don't get that twisted at all.
Exactly. Because again, like for the anyone in the chat that wants to know what we were talking about earlier today, we were saying how for the Nets, how they're going for New Orleans Noel, and other teams are looking at New Orleans as well, and how DeAndre Jordan, was with us, and how we thought that he was going to be that center for us along with Mitch, and he wound up and just walked off and went to to the other side of the bridge to Brooklyn, and look at him right now. So the green, the it's not always greener on the other side.
It's not, and I don't want to get this twisted, right? And I want people to understand this, that I wish Bobby Portis Jr.
If he gets a ring, we'll be very happy for him. We'll be very happy.
Absolutely. And then what we can't do, the people that were responsible for us losing that particular talent, they're here no more. They're
not here no more. They're gone.
They're gone.
And who's to say if the management that we have right now, if they would have even taken a chance on a Bobby Portis, Well, put it this way. They wouldn't have got us four power forwards.
No.
They wouldn't have got us four power forwards. They would not have. So there you go. Okay, so real quick. Originally, what did you say? Who will win the NBA Finals? You said Phoenix, right?
I said Phoenix in 6. That was my prediction. Phoenix in 6. I'm not changing.
You're not changing.
No.
Okay. I said Milwaukee in 7.
You did. You said that. I think you said that just to make my blood boil. Yeah. But that's what you said.
Well, here's the thing. Now that Milwaukee has won their 2 on their home court, they had to, because they couldn't go down 3-0. They couldn't go down 3-0, and they couldn't go down 3-1, because you're not beating Phoenix 3 or 4 straight. It's not happening. At least now that it's 2-2, you have a greater chance of maybe beating them 2 straight, or vice versa. So there you go. What's so fun?
I love your optimism, brother. I love it. No,
but I'm saying vice versa as well. I mean, it could go game 7.
You're right. It could potentially go to a game 7, but I'm telling you right now what's about to happen.
Yeah,
I'm telling you what's about to go down.
What's about to go down? What's about to go down?
The game that Chris Paul had last night won't happen again.
Okay.
Devin Booker showed you who Devin Booker is.
Is he going to score another 40?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yes.
Okay.
Aiden, with that block that Giannis got, that keeps showing on ESPN every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds.
That's pissing him off. I'm telling you right now, that's pissing him off.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely.
I'm sticking with my 6.
Okay, you stick with your 6. I'm going to stick with my 7. So everybody in the chat, just to recap, G-Man has the Suns in 6. I have the Bucks in 7.
So this is what I need, Kev.
What do you need?
This is what I'm gonna need, right?
You want to put a little wager on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you.
Okay,
you already know where I'm going.
Okay, all right, let's go.
So when the Suns win, I just need a case of 16-ounce Red Bulls just shipped to the address.
Ooh,
that's all.
Sugar free?
No, you almost make me say something there. You almost got me, boy. You almost got me because I was about to revert to my that intestinal thing that I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say that. No,
okay.
No sugar free, Cam.
Okay, no sugar free. Okay, got it. All right, so you want that? What would I like?
What would you like?
What would I like? I would like a 6-pack of Coke Zero. That's my favorite drink. Coke Zero.
You know what? If I ask for a case, I'm gonna send you a case. How about that?
There you go. Well, all right, let's do a fist pump, on the screen. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Great. Okay. So we got a few minutes left. Let's spend about a minute on the hiring of what's his first name? Last name Green. Yeah.
Oh, I want to say, and I don't want to be wrong when I say this.
Yeah. Well, if you're wrong, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I'm not going to give you that satisfaction, Kev.
Good. Exactly.
Oh my God. Let's see. Coach
of the what team?
Or the Pelicans.
Very good.
New Orleans Pelicans. We are talking about one. Nope. He says Alvin's entry. That's not who we're talking about.
No.
Willie Green. Willie
Green. Okay. I want to say congratulations to Willie Green. He just became the new coach of the Pelicans. So now, when we look at the landscape of the NBA coaches right now, as far as Black African Americans, so now we have Nate McMillan at Atlanta.
Right.
We have Monty Williams in Phoenix.
Right.
We have Willie Green at the Pelicans. We have Chauncey Billups at Portland Trailblazers.
Right.
We have Jason Kidd with the back to his own home state of the Dallas Mavericks.
Right.
And anybody I missed? Oh, Doc Rivers with Philly.
Right.
Doc Rivers with Philly. And who's coach? I don't know who's coaching. Ty Lue with the Clippers.
Yep.
So that's 8 right there.
The coach that they just hired in for the Celtics.
Oh yes, I can't pronounce his name, but the coach.
I'm gonna try.
Right. So that's 9 right there.
Yeah.
Who's the coach of the Magic?
They haven't hired
Jamal Mosley.
Mosley. So that's 10 right there.
Is that official?
Is that official, Freeze? Okay, he hasn't.
I'm not for sure if it's official yet.
I know they talked about him, but I don't know if it's official yet.
Okay. All right. So that's 10 head coaches that are African American.
Right.
I think that is a tremendous accomplishment right now, and it shows that I think that the tides are turning. Now we want to get into hoping that these teams will have a black owner. I mean, we only have one in Michael Jordan. He's a minority owner, right? Or does he own that completely?
Yeah, he's the majority owner.
The majority owner.
Okay, he's majority owner. Okay, so now we need more. So I think that's a great. I think that's great for the. What do you say, Sergeant?
I think that
under a minute. Under a minute.
Under a minute. Okay, so real quick, rapid fire. I will say this. I think that I love the fact that these guys are getting opportunities. It's taking way too long for them to get these opportunities, but I want to make sure they get these opportunities because they deserve them, and not because they want to prop someone up and says
status quo, right?
Yeah, I'm doing this right here to hide smoke and mirrors. I'm gonna give you 2 years, and then I'm gonna remove you and bring the guy in that I really want.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. And shout out to JLBino 59. He said Dwayne Wade. Forgot about Dwayne Wade being part ownership of the Utah Jazz.
Yep,
everything. Right. So that's what it is. So and shout out again to our guy DSJ. Umi Aduke is the coach of the Boston Celtics.
I'm glad you tried to pronounce that. I'm happy that you tried that because I was not going there.
Yeah, I was not going there.
Did you mention Dwayne Casey?
Nope.
And Dwayne Casey, that's 11. That's 11. So they're out there. So we're well represented in the NBA right now.
So the question, Kev, is this: do you think that we're where we need to be from a status quo perspective of having African American head coaches in the league?
Right now, yes. In the NBA, yes. And the other ones in football and baseball and everything, heck no. So that's something that we have to work on, and also in college, in the college sports as well. So there you go. All right, so do your shout outs of the podcast.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to let you know that I need for you to get in here and smash that like button. I need for you to beat that like button up like it's nobody's business, right? Go ahead and get that business out there. Like and subscribe to the channel so you know when the pod couple is on. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? You exactly. Guys, look, you love what we're doing. I know you do. I see you. I see you in my dreams. I'm just telling you, I do.
Oh God, you see him in the dreams. That's a problem. That's a problem. All right, keep going. Keep going. We have a minute. Yeah, do the shout out the podcast.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right.
So Kev, we have about 7 minutes left.
We got 7 minutes.
Oh, we got 7. Oh, great, wonderful.
Freezy, I wasn't gonna tell him. I was going to use these 7 minutes to get my pitch in, right?
Oh, so you wanted to be the star then for the next 7 minutes, huh?
Yes, Kim, I did.
Well, I'm glad that Uncle Freeze, aka Dr. Funkenstein, was able to correct that. All right, and Freeze, before we
so here we go, Kim.
Freeze, I just want to thank you for everything that you do for us, man. You are truly, truly, truly the innovator for us. You are a godsend to us all, and we just want you to know we love you and we thank you for all that you do for all of us here. And I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of the other podcasts as well of what you do, man. We love you.
Y'all,
we love you, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man. Very
much.
No
make sure y'all support the pod couple. Support G-Man for Life and Cornerstone Cav as they continue to go forward and rock distributing dope Knicks content. Also, shout out to Knicks Freestyle, Ghetto Intellect, and Free Keith. That's Free Keith's baby. So, and that soon come after the finals are over. We're gonna premiere some stuff. Make sure you be aware of the Knicks Morning Drive. Your mellow Uncle Freezy will be on 8:45 every morning. During the weekdays. The Knicks at Night podcast will be refiring in the days and weeks to come. It's just we had some scheduling issues and stuff. People have lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so sometimes we forget about that. But I wanted to shout out Knicks Film School, Nothing But Knicks, Knicks Fan TV, CK2K, Terry and Trey, Die Hard Knicks podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knicks and Roses. Man, it's the Knicks. And a bunch of other Knicks. Danny B. Those guys do. I did a show with them this Saturday past. So I want to shout out all of those guys and shout out the people internally. City for Real, G-Man for Life, Cornerstone Kev, Aussie Creative, Forbes List Phil, GI, Get the Ghetto Intellect, Free Keith, and a bunch of people, man. It's a bunch of people that help produce this stuff that y'all see. It's not just me turning the mics on and us getting busy. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. that we could just turn the mics on and get busy. I wish it was that easy. And Hadouken. I forgot about Duke.
Yeah, Hadouken.
And a bunch of others that are part of the Lawrence Tears family. The mods. Shout out to the mods for keeping us safe.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out everybody that's in the comment section, Boost Mobile, and everybody in the comment section, AC Antisocial on social media, who protecting us and then blowing it up. Like I shared y'all thing, and he shared it as soon as he saw it. You know what I'm saying? So he pushing it out there to the masses. So it's a lot of people that have y'all back, and when y'all come on, just know.
Especially me when I'm late.
Yeah. Nah, but you were great, bro. You were great. You handled this thing. You and G-Man, y'all handled this thing, bro.
Yeah, but who's Michael Jackson and who's Tito? That's what I want to know.
You Tito right now today. You Tito.
Oh, wow.
you are Tito. Today, you are Tito. I'm moonwalking all over you right now, brother. I'm just telling you. Because this is what happens when you show up late.
Hey. Lucky I didn't say Jermaine.
Right. You're right. Your cat be like, yo, I'm Michael. You balling. I'm balling. I'm balling.
To Uncle Free's point, I just want to thank everybody that comes through and
we love you, man. We love you.
It's important, and it's not about Cornerstone or G-Man or Uncle Freezy being in the spotlight. It's about Knicks fans being able to share the love of the game and people that love this team, right? So this gives you an outlet to be able to express, either your concerns or the love or the dislikes of what we got going on.
Exactly.
That's what the platform is all about. That's what it's all about. As long as you do it in a respectful way, it's all good.
That's what it's all about. Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
Right, and if we miss somebody, it's not out of disrespect.
Not at all.
You got to give the 50-somethings some leeway when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna. I be looking at my sons calling them the wrong name. You know what I'm saying?
Freezy, while you're playing, my kids running around here with name tags on right now.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So we got some stuff coming up, man. The Knicks at Night podcast to be on tomorrow night at 11:45ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, I need for you to express that.
Yes. Because I be planning to be on time. Like I start pre-production about 30 minutes early, and then your computer update. Or your stomach be acting funny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta grab something to eat, or somebody pull you to the side. And then before you know it, you like 10 minutes late. So
and look, people in the chat be on you too. They be like, Freezy, where you at?
Freezy he always late. Yeah. I just been like, hey, I see City for Real in the chat. Shout out to City,
my man City for Real.
City. Hey, I hope you safe out there, bro. City down in City area, they having wildfires, man. Y'all keep City and his people, you know what I'm saying, in y'all thoughts and prayers, man, because they got wildfires and stuff going on out there, man, and you know that's the reason why City ain't been able to be on with us. You know what I'm saying, because the internet, bro, you can't have internet when your tower's burnt down.
Case closed.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep City in y'all thoughts, man, because City be wanting to be on, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But he can't. Yeah,
exactly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this, right? I want to thank you all, each and every one of you, for tuning in to the Pod Couple. It means more than you know. You know what I'm saying? Kev and I, that's my brother from another mother. So what you see on screen is genuine love between the two of us. You know what I'm saying? That's
And everyone notice he's the one that's saying that. I'm not saying that at all. So there you
this
go.
is what I need you to do. Look, when your parents say be seen and not heard, I need you to be seen and not heard right now. All right. So I will say this, right? Thank you once again for coming through. Spread the word. If you like what you see, smash that like button, beat it up like ain't nobody's business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's right.
So you know when we go live, right?
Absolutely.
So what time? So what time? When are y'all gonna do the show?
We do this every Thursday.
Every Thursday at 6:30. I'm rushing at 5 o'clock. I'm rushing from my job to get to here.
So chat family, this is what I want you to do. I want you to recognize when Kev makes it on time. I'm always on time. I'm here.
And you know why? Yes, because he's there. He works from home.
I do.
I actually have to go to a building.
Don't hate. Do not hate.
I miss those days. I miss those days where I work from home.
True statement. True facts. Well, hey. So Thursdays at 6:30. The Pod Couple.
Mm-hmm.
So the Pod Couple. Y'all viewers, y'all love the name.
Yes.
And y'all love the personalities on the Pod Couple. And y'all love the new fire intro. Right.
Yes.
Fire.
Yeah.
So
That's
we want you to do is share this video. If you can on your social media platforms, the share button should be right.
Facebook, Twitter, all that.
Right
Instagram.
there.
Yes.
Get it on Twitter tonight.
Yes.
Share it, and then and we'll holler at y'all next Thursday, right?
All right.
6:30.
Okay. Spread love, as Sim says. Spread love. All right.
Family.
All right.
Peace, y'all.